Right now it's on. This is the Simplex now with K4PEW. Right now you can see us on YouTube on 146. Well, it's not on 140. It is on 146.415, but the channel you can find by putting in my call K4PEW into the search block of YouTube, and you'll find a premiere showing up. It'll show right up on the top, I think. Also, you can go to 146.415, or it's 146.415.net. That's our one of our websites, and you go to our groups.io site, which is groups.io. Just do a search for MJSS for Mount Juliet Simplex Society. You can sign up for the email system where we trade information and announcements and net reminders and technical information and buy, sell, swap, and swindle equipment. Uh, there's about 200 or so, 205 maybe on there now. So there's quite a little bunch of people on that net to be able to sell things and buy things and trade information. Or you can email me, k4pew@arrl.net. That normally meets at 8 p.m. every Wednesday night and Saturday night. We conduct the net here on 146.415 FM Simplex. Tonight there's the 2-meter net here on 146.415. Then we're going to move over to 144.240. And then we're going to move over to 50.135. And then we'll be going over to 50.135. Oh, and then over to 223.415 for a little 223 net for those of you who have that. There's not too many. Purpose of net, though, is to have fun, figure out who you can hear and who you can't hear, decide on how much money you do or don't have to improve your station. You can always listen to the net to who I can hear on that 140 on the K4PEW channel on YouTube, which is a nice feature for most people, I think. Anyway, announcements. The 4 nets we have tonight. The breakfast is 2 weeks from. It's actually the second Saturday, so it's not. Next week is the first. Today is not. Here's the last Saturday, so next week is the first, and the next one is 2 weeks after that. So it's actually in 3 weeks. No, next week is the first. Next week it's 2 weeks from today. Okay, I get that straight. Sorry about that. Can't keep that straight. And let's see, that's that. And we just sent out a notice about the Winter Heat Simplex event that's nationwide for working Simplex. You can look it up under Winter Heat 2023 on the web, or you can look in your announcements in the email. Is there any other announcements we need to know about? All right, got nothing. This is net number. I wrote it down. I thought I did. 861, I believe it was. And hold on 1 second. Yeah, it's 861, starting from the north. And we'll be taking check-ins. People short on time or mobile first. Please come now. No short on time or mobile stations? Chris on HT, sound okay? I can hear you. A little bit of frying bacon in there, but I can hear you, Chris.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Doing great. So far, so good. Kind of laying low because my wife has COVID, so that's a little bit of a bummer here.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, just over here at the parents' house, and well, I'll have her prepared. But just hanging out with them on the New Year's Eve.
Yeah, very good. That was Chris in Donaldson, KG4CXE on his HT. Who else is short on time or mobile? Or who else is? Where was I? See, anybody first time checking? Okay, we'll be starting from the north. So north, please come now. This may be a short net.
And Danny.
Hey, Danny, hold on 1 second. We got Frank in there. Frank, I hope you're staying home tonight.
Absolutely not planning to go anywhere.
Yeah, New Year's Eve is always a big night for the drinkers.
Yeah, they're estimating over 200,000 going to be downtown. So thank you.
Oh, I'm glad they're downtown.
Yeah, you won't catch me anywhere near that area.
Yeah, but they're also on the interstate coming back.
Well, yeah, that's the bad part. I hope not. You know, I hope they, well, yeah, if they got there, but you don't let me hope nothing bad happens.
No. Anything for the net tonight, Frank?
Negative, other than just wishing everybody a great new year and safe, and hopefully nobody, has anything bad happen. Well, that way we can see you all next year at the next breakfast next year. You down there, KK?
Yeah, very good. That was Frank, Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo Kilo. Again, wishing everybody a happy new year. Who else? Danny, I got in there. Danny, I heard you in.
Hello, Paul. Thank you for the net. Happy New Year. I'm going to stay home and Bigfoot.
Oh, there's no question about that. That's I would stay home anyway because New Year's Eve was not a good day to go out.
Really? Yeah, I know.
But no big plans for staying up all night.
No, just normal. Whenever we're done here, I'll go up to Gregor Simplex place and sit and listen and talk there all night.
Oh, very good. Which Simplex frequency do you go to?
We're up on 147, 585.
Oh yeah, yeah, very good. Yeah, I've heard that. I don't know if I've been on there or not. It's been a while. Anyway, but everything all right with that group?
Oh yeah, everything's good.
Yeah, I'm really thrilled how Simplex has taken off in Middle Tennessee.
I've always been on Simplex. Even before I took a break, we always talked on Simplex.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting because when I got here, not when I got here, when I started this net on 415, I was told, well, there used to be a Wilson County net. It was just, people used to get up on Simplex on 405.
Oh, okay.
So I missed it by a little bit, but the problem with being on 405 is the band edge for satellite, which is right below us, is below 400.
Oh, okay.
So technically, we shouldn't be that. 415 should be the first frequency we use. Although I don't think we have to worry too much about satellite, quite honestly.
No.
But it is a distinction. I mean, there is a band playing for a reason.
Oh, yes. Yep.
Nothing else for the net.
No, I'm just sitting here on the internet, watching the radios, listening.
All right. Well, very good. That was Danny. Kilo Delta 4 Golf Oscar November. He is in West Gallatin or Cottontown, whichever you prefer. Great signal, by the way, Dan. Who else is west? North or west?
Kilo November 4, Tango Juliet Foxtrot. This is relay for Rick in Ashland City, who can't hear a thing tonight.
Oh, okay. Very good. I've got Rick in there on a relay. Kilo November 4, Tango Juliet Foxtrot. If he can hear me, I hope he's doing well with the family. Was there anybody else north? I forgot to say if there was more people north. Okay, nothing. We're going from the west end, so that includes you. Mike, go ahead and check in.
KN4 TJF. KN4 YRF Mike in Nashville.
Very good. Yeah, you had trouble. I only heard you intermittently, and I don't think you heard me at all on D-Star. I mean, that's Fusion.
You at all on C4 FM. I could see the meter going over a little bit, but had no audio at all.
That's wild. That's weird.
Chris was 40 over to me with a HT.
I think he was in Donaldson.
Yeah, he's not that far away, but it was a whopping signal.
Yeah, no, I did not copy him, but I'm on the same antenna now as I was then.
My antenna just needs to be higher. I'm sure that's all it is.
Yeah, well, doesn't everybody want to be higher?
Ain't that the truth? I have Miss Emily with me tonight, so I'm going to be spending a little time with her. But well, this will be the last night I can check into tonight. So hopefully by next weekend I'll have the others up.
Oh, very good. We'll give Emily our regards and hope she's doing well.
I sure will, Paul. Back to net control and Happy New Year to everyone on the net.
Yeah, very good. That was Michael, KM4YRF. He was checking in his brother, Kilo November 4, Tango Juliet Foxtrot in Ashland City, who's unable to get out tonight. And Mike is Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. He's over in southeast Nashville. Of course, gives his New Year regards. Who else is north or west?
Comment, Paul. Just want to tell you we had 9 on C4 FM.
Oh, very good. Very good. Yeah, it's a pretty big number. We had 7 on DMR and then a mere 4 on DSTAR.
Good deal. That's the net.
Yeah, very good. North, anybody else north? North or west?
WA461, Paul in Old Hickory.
Hey, Paul, you sound okay tonight.
Very good. And let's see, I guess a couple of hours early, but let me go ahead and wish everybody a Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah, it's always, yeah, Paul, most people can probably hear you, Paul, but Paul's wishing everybody a Happy New Year. Even though it's a little early, but it's always good to have those, it's like wishing somebody tomorrow a happy birthday if you're not going to see them tomorrow,
Well, will you avoid the rush, too, at the last minute?
Yeah, that's right. Everything going well with you at the end of the year?
Oh, yeah. Just sitting here in front of the computer and listening to you, and that's what more can one ask for tonight?
Well, I hope there's something more exciting than me on the air. I know the others. I consider the net everybody else except me. Anyway, anything else for the net, Paul?
No, that'll do it. Carry on.
Very good. That was Paul, Whiskey Alpha 4 Oscar Hotel Yankee, and he's in Old Hickory. Who else is north or west?
Foxtrot, so 4 OTV.
Oh, I heard Whiskey. Hold on one second. Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Tango Victor. Was there a Foxtrot station in there?
No, that was me. Correct. You used to call me, I think, Oscar Hotel Yankee or something.
Oh, it's Foxtrot Hotel Yankee. Correct. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's all. Sorry for the interruption.
Oh, no, that's all right. I'd rather be corrected and be right than leading people astray here on somebody's call. Every call is unique. That's what's so cool about it. Probably there's only 2 Paul Wilazinskis on the planet. And one of them's me and the other one's my son. There may be another one in Poland. I'm not sure about that. So I can't even say that for certain. But there's only one K4PEW and there's only one Whiskey Alpha 4 Foxtrot Hotel Yankee.
That's right. And if I were to get a vanity call, I wouldn't know myself. I've had this since 1962 or so.
Oh, is that right? You've had it. That's awesome. That's great. Man, 1962. What were you now? What were you then? 2?
A little over that.
What year were you born, if you don't mind me asking?
No, I don't mind. I'm a crotchety old man now. I was born in 1943. By a cracky.
Oh, well, I wouldn't have guessed that you were 6 years older than me. That's interesting. Well, very good. You look real great and you sound real good for your age.
Thank you. Yeah, I used to think people this old were like ancient. Now I realize it just depends on which side of the fence you're on. What I really regret was that in 56 or 57, I had a novice call that was KN4 KYN, and I foolishly let that get away. Wish I kept it.
And the call was what again? The novice call?
Kilo November 4, Kilo Yankee November.
Oh, that's a good call.
Yeah, but anyway, that's water over the dam or under the bridge or wherever. Anyway, don't let me hold up the net. Carry on, Paul.
No, that's all right. Anyway, we had that was Paul explaining. Man, I can't believe he's 43, man. Making me feel young tonight. Anyway, we got Joel in there, KO4OTV. What's up, Joel?
Oh, not a whole lot, Paul. Just sitting out here hanging out in the shop. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fair to middling. I can't believe it got drizzled all day. Could it rain any the least amount of rain with the most amount of problems?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was kind of dreary most of the morning, and then we just came home and started watching TV, basically. But yeah, I hadn't been doing a whole lot here. Got married last weekend, and about 3 below when I woke up. It was interesting time, to say the least.
You see, you got what last weekend?
I got married right here in the shack.
Okay. And nobody was invited on the radio?
Well, actually, one of the guys, you may know him, KN4. Well, his name is Greg. I forget it. KN4 NCL. That's it.
Oh, I know the call. I don't think I may have met him, but I don't remember.
Yeah, he's the ordained minister. He's the one that actually married us.
Oh, cool. That's very good. I'm glad to hear it. Well, hope you have a great. See, I know about how old you are. Okay, I hope you have a good 40 years.
Yeah, no doubt. I tell you what, man, it was a challenge doing it, with the rolling blackouts and getting it, it was just brutally cold. But luckily, I had a large generator and we had to keep it going. So worked out pretty good. We stayed warm, man. It was an interesting time. The roads were a mess, and we ended up with about 30 out here. So it worked out pretty well.
Oh, awesome. And married right in the shack. Well, you didn't get married on the air, though, did you?
No, we didn't do that. That would have been a little out there, I think.
Yeah, I think it would be too. No, it's more important than just it's a solemn occasion because you're actually making a promise for a long, long time.
Oh yeah, no doubt it. Yeah, it's a good thing though, man. I feel good, man. I think we're good to go. Heck, man, we've known each other since '94. We've been together about 8 years now, but we got together Christmas Eve, and that's why we got married on Christmas Eve.
Oh, cool. Well, I wish you all the best, you and your wife. Your new XYL, the former YL. Does she know that?
Oh yeah, she hears the slang.
It almost sounds funny, XYL. What's that stand for? The X young lady.
I know. When I first heard that, I thought, "What in the world did he just say?" I had to look it up.
I know, it's kind of funny. Well, no, good. I wish you guys all the best. That's terrific.
Well, I appreciate it, Paul.
Yeah, very good. Anything else for that, Joel?
That's it, buddy, man. Happy New Year to everybody on the frequency. You have a good now. KO4OTV back to net control.
Yeah, good news on Joel getting hitched here this past week. That was KO4OTV. The big news for the net. Newly married couple. Who else is West?
KG4LV, Jack and Donaldson.
Okay, this isn't the KG4ILV that's at Catalpa Drive, is it?
Listen, I can't top the last story.
No, if you got married, I'd go over and shoot you.
Yeah, I'd shoot myself.
No, it's true. After I've been married 3 times, one of us is going to die because I'm not getting divorced again.
Yeah, well, I just want to say Happy New Year to everybody listening, 73, and thanks for doing the net, Paul.
Yeah, very good. Nothing else for the net there, Jack?
No, I think I watched all the bowl games I can watch. I'm still working on the Peach Bowl, but unfortunately, Ohio State's ahead.
Okay, I always miss the toilet bowl.
All right, thanks again.
Very good. That was Jack and Donaldson, Kilo Golf for India Lima Victor. Who else is West?
Kilo Delta Corp Charlie Victor Echo, Greg and Andy.
Hello, Greg. This is the last analog net you're going to check into. Oh no, there's a couple more we got to work on.
Yeah, I'll see how I feel.
All right, very good. Yeah, another year down the drain.
Well, sometime next year that'll be like no, yeah, oh yeah, 1,000 net.
Yeah, 1,000. Oh yeah, we will be about. You're right. We'll be at close to 1,000 like this coming in 2023. Yeah, don't remind me.
Yeah, I think we're all going to be assumed up into heaven.
I think we're going to be bought out by Comcast.
There you go.
Which I don't think is going to happen. The Comcast kicks repeater owners off of their towers.
Maybe they'll just buy us out.
Yeah, well, I'm not so sure about that. There's not much to buy here for airtime and advertisement or advertising dollars.
Well, they could stop. So they could cancel people and then throttle them and whatnot.
Oh, that's true. That's very true. We feel really. I still what I have on the website on the on the groups.io site on that page is asking that rhetorical question. Is ham radio the last bastion of free speech?
I say they're on to it.
Oh, they may be on to us, but nobody's canceling us.
That you know of.
Well, I don't know. They could be, but I'm not sure how. Bad weather will cancel me. I'm getting propagation.
Anyway, you're scaring me. 84 TV.
Yeah, very good. That's Greg and Antioch. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is West?
W5DFR.
TFR is, oh gosh, I forgot your name.
Whiskey 5 Delta Fox Romeo Rick and Hermitage.
Oh, there we go. I'm glad I didn't guess because I was going to get it wrong. Rick, how are you doing?
All's well. Quiet here. We've got a few gunshots going off already. People with early celebrating. And I have my black eyed peas cooked and ready.
Oh, awesome. I hope it's fireworks and not gunshots.
It's gunshots.
Yeah, see, I don't care who you are. It's dangerous unless they're blanks.
No, you're right. We normally get it over here 4th of July and New Year's Eve.
No, it's just, I mean, bullets go up, got to come down.
Yep. Other than that, all's well. So Happy New Year to everyone. Take care.
Yeah, very good. That's Rick and Hermitage, Whiskey 5 Delta, Foxtrot Romeo. Keep it in the inner rooms of the house to avoid the gunshots. Who else is West?
KC4TNQ.
Hello, Charles. You're not hearing any gunshots in West Nashville, are you?
Well, I thought I was hearing fireworks. I hope it's not gunfire.
Oh, you got to be in East Nashville for that.
Oh, it happens around here too. Don't worry about that. But while I'm out here, I want to go ahead and congratulate Joel on getting married. That's starting the new year off right there. Over.
Yeah, I think it is too. That's great. I love it when people get married and they take it seriously. And I love it when I hear somebody's been married. When I'll see somebody's been married for 30, 40, 50 years, I go, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm working on 36, so it's been a while.
Well, my hat's off to you. If you add up my 3 marriages, it works out to about 27, 37. I've been married about 47 years, but it's collectively, the total.
Yes, all good. So hope everyone has a great new year and makes lots of money and don't have to work too hard. But anyway, I hope everyone has a good one. Go ahead and say 7-3, KC4, TNQ.
Very good. That's Charles in West Nashville. Kilo Charlie 4 Tango November Quebec. Who else is West? West or South?
Yeah, 4,
All right, Tony, you sound good here.
excellent.
Oh, it's very good. You must have got the same rain everybody else did down there in Smyrna.
Yeah, well, not enough to. It's 0.09 inches in my bucket. Okay.
Yeah, what's funny was, when it gets cold, the turtle, like the big turtle we have in our pond, he or she, I don't know whether it's neutral, I don't know what it is, it's whatever gender it is, it goes into hibernation, just goes down to the bottom of the pond and goes to sleep. It got warm enough today, he came out to say, hey, what's up? Came out the first thing this morning.
Well, I know everybody in the neighborhood is excited about that. Yep. The turtle got a name.
My wife has a name for it, but I forget what she calls it, to tell you the truth.
Okay. Anyway, I'm not gonna hold up to that. 450.
Very good. That's Tony in Smyrna. Kilo Foxtrot 4, Kilo Foxtrot Quebec. Who else is south?
W4.
Hello, Mike. Heard you jawing in there with Earl earlier. How you doing?
Man, I hadn't talked to Earl in ages. And Mike in Bellshire, now in southeast Nashville, I haven't heard him. I've heard you talk to him, but I haven't heard him for months. But his new QTH, I guess, he's loud and proud like he used to be.
Oh yeah, no, I'm glad you can hear him now. But yeah, he's only a few miles from you at this point.
Yeah, I guess from here to there, probably about the same as from me to you.
I guess I don't have a good handle on how far that distance is. Because from me to you can't be any more than, I don't know, 8 or 10 miles. I don't remember.
But yeah, we got that lake reflection thing.
Yeah, the bounce. So how you doing?
I was just sitting here listening to the fireworks. My daughter and her new husband are coming to pick me up early tomorrow and go see my mama down at the farm.
Oh, really? Where is that?
Down in Wayne County, about 100 miles southwest of here.
How old's your mom?
She is, man, 86 or 87. I'm sorry, I can't remember exactly.
That's right. I have to do the math when my mother was still alive. I have to add up from the year and go from there.
Yeah, I know she was 21 when I was born, so but you know, you have to subtract the months and all that.
Yeah, I know. Very well. I hope she's doing well.
Yeah, she is hanging in there. Just got some hurting knees, but other than that, she's doing good.
Yeah, it was like my mother. She had 3 hip transplants at the age in the late 60s. You know, because one hip transplant went bad, and they did it again.
Oh man, it didn't get infected, did it?
No, it just didn't work out right for whatever reason. I don't know the reason.
Well, I had my complete hip transplant. What is it now? That was in 2018, 4 years ago. So I guess I was about 60 then. It was the day after Christmas.
Oh wow. Um, were you up and about the next day? Were you?
Yeah, I mean, it was like instant pain relief, but I just had the soreness from the surgery. But I was up and doing exercises, and they tried to check me out a day early. I said, wait a minute, I want to do the walking up and down the stairs exercise first.
Yeah, I'm probably facing that down the road because I have some hip problems with deterioration in both hips. So those hip joints, I should say. I was thinking hips. I think about the pelvic bone, but it's really the pelvic bone where it attaches to the femur. You know?
Yeah, they cut that. I couldn't watch natural surgery on YouTube. I watched the animation. I didn't want to see. It's pretty gruesome.
Yeah, you're kind of like me. I can't, as much as I can handle gruesome things. I don't. I bet it sounds funny saying that. Sound like an axe. Sounds like an axe murderer. I can't stand to watch other people get shots. I can get shots all day, but I don't like to watch other people get shots.
Yeah, I mean, I knew what was going to happen. I just, you know, since it was going to happen to me, I didn't want to see it. But anyway, glad to hear everybody in there. I'm hearing everybody so far that you talked to. But Happy New Year to everybody, and good health and blessings and all that good stuff.
Yeah, very good. That was Mike, and he's in Laverne, Whiskey Oscar 4 Yankee. Wishing everybody a good New Year. Who else is Sal?
K4TYJ.
Hey, Jim. Everything going well?
Oh yeah, just another New Year's Eve up here on the hill.
You get your mother-in-law kicked out of the kitchen this morning?
Oh yeah, finally got out of the way. Got my breakfast made and everything. Everything went pretty well.
So she has no respect for Marines?
Apparently, it's a process for her to cook breakfast, so I just had to let her go.
Yeah, now is your mother-in-law also, well, I know your wife's background, but I'm guessing your mother-in-law is also Polish?
No, she is not.
Oh, okay, so that's different. Okay, I didn't know. Not trying to be personal, but I was just guessing.
No, her last name is Borowski, but she married a Polak. She comes from Iowa. I think she's mostly Irish. From what we can figure, she didn't get a DNA test. So we took Suzanne and we got a DNA test off of her, and she's 55, 60 or so percent Polish with and German, and then there's Irish scattered in there and stuff like that. So she's mostly Polish.
Oh, cool. You know, you can only be Polish 2 ways. That's by extraction or injection.
By birth.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, anything else with that, Jim?
No, not at all. It's good to hear everybody. 2 meters was pretty busy this afternoon. I heard a lot of people on it, busy right up until that time. And yeah, it's good to hear everybody. Happy New Year's to everybody. Be safe, and we'll talk to you, later on. KE4TYJ.
Yep, that's Jim in Woodbury. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. Who else is Sal?
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
Any big plans for the new year, like a new tower or 50-watt radio on one of the bands?
I think I'm just going to go to bed.
I'm with you. Well, very good. Nothing else for that, Larry?
Oh, man, get on with it. K4SYB.
Yeah, it was Larry, Kilo Echo 4 Sierra, Yankee Victor, and Rockvale. Who else is Sal?
Kilo India 4, November, Delta, November.
Oh, very good. Almost the last check-in of the year there, David.
Oh, well, that's not unusual, but it's good big check-in on this last this year. Happy New Year to all, and sure, appreciate what you've done all this time. That's a great everybody.
Yeah, very good. Are you at full power? Because, man, you are scratchy tonight. The conditions are terrible.
Yes, sir, I am. Full power, that's all I got.
No, it's pretty scratchy, that's all. But it's a full copy.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, you never know anything happens to that. You got to plan, you know.
Oh, yeah. No, you're just a little odd. Now, if you had a beam, you had your beam and pointing in my direction, you'd be even 10 times better.
Well, it's a 4 out of my Yankees, 22 way.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's got to be bad conditions then. Anyway, anything else for that, David?
Nothing at all. Just been enjoying listening to the free dance.
Yeah, very good. Happy New Year to you, David. That was Kilo India 4, November, Delta November. He's in Reedyville. Who else is south or east?
K4SYB.
Okay. Your XYL is not there anymore?
K4SYB.
Just thought I'd ask. Everything going well, Richard?
Everything good, and we're staying home and let them individuals that want to can have all the fun they can stand downtown Nashville.
I think we really, Trump was trying to build a wall in Mexico. We need one here on Davidson County, Wilson County line.
It wouldn't hurt my feelings a bit, and put a steel gate that never is open.
No, it's just, I can't imagine. Maybe if I was 20, I might want to be down there, but I can't imagine being down in that crowd.
Well, quite frankly, I don't know how much I would have wanted to have been in the middle of it when I was 20. I mean, I've never been a crowd person to begin with, but I have been down there 4 times during either the 4th of July celebration or New Year's Eve. And it's a madhouse. Those people go nuts.
Yeah, no, I'm getting a little too well. I've been too old for that for a long time. No, I don't care for that stuff either. It's like people go to Times Square. Okay, good for you.
I have stood dead center of Times Square. And I can tell you from being there, and you probably already know, it's one of the nastiest pieces of ground in the United States.
It's the craziest place in the United States. Well, maybe not the craziest. I think downtown around 2 in the morning in Chicago might be bad.
They were naked as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Anyway, no, I'm glad that they're having fun down there, but I wouldn't even want to do security in that crowd.
That's the reason I was there.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I was wondering why you'd be there if you don't like crowds. Okay, yeah, that wouldn't be any fun.
No, me and 50 of my closest friends went down there and helped them try and secure that piece of ground, and that was a very neat trick.
Well, I learned overseas when I was shore patrol that I didn't enjoy wrestling drunks.
Oh no, that's no, that's no fun.
No, it just isn't. It's not. It gets funny, and after it's funny years later, but at the time, it's no fun at all. It's because it's just it's just not fun.
We got a hold of one kid down there one night that was home on leave from the Navy, and he let us know real quick that if he got reported or got arrested or got anything derogatory, that his naval career was pretty much over. So we found some of his buddies that there came along behind him, and they took him on.
Yeah, you don't really want to. The last thing you want to get if you're either on leave or on liberty in the military is to get arrested, because then your name is mud when you get back to wherever you're going.
Yeah, that's what he led us to believe. So we cut him some slack and gave him a break and all that good stuff. And I hope he didn't disappoint us. I don't know. I never did follow up on it.
You probably don't want to.
No, I really do. But appreciate what you're doing. Happy New Year to everybody that can hear my voice, and y'all take care. 7-3. I'll get out of the way and let somebody else kick in with you. KI4SIB, KI4SOR. We're out of here.
Yeah, that was Richard and Stephanie, KI4SOSI, excuse me, KI4SIB and KI4SOR, just downtown, west of downtown Lebanon. Wishing well for the new year for everybody. Anybody else south or east? Was that Steve? Was that Kilo 4? Is that who I heard?
Logan.
Oh, it's Logan. What a very low signal. Logan, it's LLC. Try it again, Logan, because I could barely copy it. That is LLC I'm hearing, isn't it, Richard?
Yep, it's Logan in 4LLC.
Wow, you must be on an HT, I take.
Logan, are you on an HT? Hop off the ground here in Jenna. Logan. Hop off the ground here in Jenna. Okay. Oh, he's operating off an internal antenna in the house, and he's on a 25-watt mobile.
Okay. No wonder it's so bad, because I heard him the other day on the Santa Net, and I can hear him perfectly. Now I can't hear him hardly at all.
You want me to kick in and say howdy?
Apparently, he asked Santa for a new antenna.
Logan, if you could stick that joker outside the antenna I'm talking about, the house, about, I don't know, 10, 20 foot off the ground, it would help tremendously. Copy that.
Very good. That was Logan with an inside antenna, so there was a little trouble getting out. And it was November 4, Lima, Lima, Charlie, and Logan's over there in, he's still in Lebanon, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Who else is north, south, or east?
Okay, I'm Huey.
Hello, Stan. You sound good again.
Well, thanks, Paul. How you doing tonight?
Oh, pretty good. You may have heard me. I'm laying low with XYL because she's got COVID, and I don't know if I'm going to catch it or not.
That don't sound good.
No, I know. Well, worst things could happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
I don't know. We'll see. I'd like to think I'm impenetrable, but and, but I don't think that's true.
Yeah, sometimes I think that too, but sometimes I get sick, but usually I don't.
Yeah, very good. Well, I hope you're going to have a good year.
Yeah, I hope this year is or the next year is better than this year has been, because not a good past year.
No, this past couple of years was crazy rotten for a lot of people. Just either working from home or not working at all, or getting laid off, or being put off, or all kinds of crazy stuff. It's unbelievable what's transpired in the last 3 years. But I hope things get better for you in the year to come, here, Stan.
Yeah, I'm thankful. Back to that KM for Cutie.
Yeah, very good. That's Stan. Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo, and he's in Lebanon, just north of downtown. Who else is east?
Whiskey 8, Papa, Lima Alpha, Phillips, and Tucker's Crossroads outside of Lebanon.
It's Tucker in Phillips Crossroads. How you doing, Philip?
Oh, Paul, doing just fine, and just let you know there, Logan was 60 over on me out here at Tucker's Crossroads. I thought that was pretty interesting.
His window must have been open to the east.
It must have been. But I'm just sitting here thinking about 2022. About this time last year, I had began studying for the technician exam and was getting ready to pass it. And oh man, what a year 2022 has been. I have met so many good ham radio operators. A few turkeys along the way, but mostly happy hams, and have joined several ham radio clubs, been to all kinds of breakfasts and lunches and so forth and so on, and ham fest, man, this has been an incredible year, and I look forward to 2023 and meeting more folks and just having a good time. And just want to thank everybody out there for all the support that everybody's been and all the good friendship. And thank you for doing the net. And I can't think of anything else, but happy 2023 to everybody. WAPLA, back to net control.
Yeah, very good, fellow. You're making it sound like a cult.
Well, whatever it is, I'm having a good time with it.
No, that's right. No, ham radio, really, I can't think of another hobby. I really can't. Outside of maybe church, where you can meet so many nice people.
That's exactly right.
Anyway, no, it's just ham radio has been great because almost everybody is easy to work with, helpful, and outgoing. And otherwise, why be in radio? Anyway, that was Philip, Whiskey 8 Papa Lima Alpha, and he's in Tucker's Crossroads with a big, big, big signal, and bragging about listening to LLC over there, which I was really scratchy at me. Who else is east?
KE4TWI.
Were you copying Logan over there? Were you west?
Yeah, he was full scale. I consider myself east, sort of, mostly. No, he was stronger than you are, so I don't know where he was on my bed, but he sounded good.
Yeah, no, he was really scratchy to me. I could just barely make out who it was, but he just being an inside antenna and almost at ground level. I think that's the struggle I would have with him, just due to the distance.
Yeah, I've heard everybody. I didn't hear Rick, or his brother, but I guess nobody heard Rick. So I don't know. I think there's a path up north, tropo-wise, but I don't know. It's foggy out here. KE4TWI.
Well, Mike's antenna is not at its maximum height right now. It's going to be moving up here in the next week or so.
All right, we'll get it up, Mike. Come on. Okay. KE4TWI.
Very good. That's Wes. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey India up toward the lake north of Lebanon. Who else is any place anywhere?
WV0NLO, late, but here.
I heard two stations in there, but Mark 1, Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar. Any big plans for the new year there, Mark?
Oh, yeah, we're whooping it up over here. We've been watching football all day. And I heard you say that your wife had COVID. Well, so does mine. It has for a week. But it hasn't affected me so far, so I don't know how that works.
Well, it hasn't affected me either. My wife's had it since, she had the fever Tuesday during the day. So I'm presuming she also had it on Monday. So here we are in the 6th day, and I don't have it. So I don't know what the incubation period is, but I'm hoping I'm over it.
Well, I hope so too. For both of us. That's the last thing I need. But anyway, don't have any big plans for the evening. We had to cancel because of her illness. And although they got her right on an antiviral, well, that seems to have helped quite a bit.
Which antiviral did they give you?
Well, there are two. One is Paxlovid, I think is the name of it. And then there's another one, and hers is the other one.
Oh, okay, very good. I wasn't sure. Well, I'm sorry to hear she got it. That's too bad. But, it's funny how it's still running around. I guess it's going to maybe get worse for everybody. I don't know.
Well, she hasn't been real sick, so, she's still making noise, so I guess she's okay.
No, it hit my wife pretty hard. I'm telling you, she was unable to eat and barely could make a talk. Her throat was on fire, and she got chills and fever and was not in good shape at all.
Well, that's too bad. So, I don't know. The whole thing is just a mystery to me. You would think if the government's going to make a disease, they could do better.
That's true. No, that was pretty rough. It's really taken the world by. I think they lost. I forget what they said. In China, they had 250 million people in the first 20 days of December. I think that got it.
Yeah, that's a lot. But they're packed in like sardines over there too. So
I guess that's part of it. All right. Well, I got into the net late. I guess I didn't miss much. So happy New Year, everybody, and talk to you later.
Didn't miss much. You're number 24. Anyway, that was Mark. Whiskey Bravo Zero, November, Oscar, Oscar. Who was the other station in there? Anybody else anywhere? Any place anywhere?
Kilo Echo 4, Delta Echo Subaru, hello, Coffee.
Hey, very good, Earl. I heard you in there. You doing okay?
Well, considerably as okay. Yeah, I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Actually, hey, I could open up another window, but uh, it is what it is there. How are you doing there, Paul? I appreciate what you're doing.
Oh yeah, no, doing fine. It's my wife I'm worried about. Well, I say worried. She's getting at the end of her COVID experience, but so far I don't have any symptoms that I'm aware of.
Oh, that COVID stuff still is well, is still going around.
Oh yeah, it's still going around. Mark's wife has COVID, and my wife has COVID, and I don't know anybody else, but it's still running around.
I never thought of that, but narrative is that the well, anyway, the border is being is what it is, and they are putting certain sanctions and people coming to U.S. from China.
Oh yeah, I heard that they have to have a test before the day within 24 hours before they can even come over here. Maybe we can impose the same thing on the southern border. What do you think?
Well, I don't know if you really want to know what I think, but I got some other information that I have personally experienced on certain nerve things that you may be interested in. Well, maybe so or maybe not. I may not have the proper nomenclature for it, but I've been self-proclaimed know your neighbor, okay?
Oh, I understand. Anything else for the net there, Earl? I take it that's a no. That was Earl. He's in Noreen. That's Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu. Um, Anybody else east or anywhere?
K4AL.
Hello, Alan. What's up?
Not much. Just want to wish everybody a happy new year. And everything's normal here. I was really pleased. The geothermal made it through the real cold snap with no problem. I hope everybody else did too.
Oh yeah. Was your job affected terribly by the big cold snap this past week?
I don't know. I'm on vacation, so I got about another 6 days, and then I got to go back. So I've been not paying attention at all.
Oh, awesome. That's great because that sounds like it was a mess.
There you go. And thanks to Mark, I think I got my 220 transverter back on frequency.
Oh, fantastic. So we're going to do a little bit of that after the 70, after the 6 meter net if you're going to be around.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see if it drifted any. You helped me a couple weeks ago, so I'm really curious to see if it moved any. So, back to that. Thanks a lot for taking care of it there. K4AL.
Yeah, very good. That's Alan. He's in or near Alexandria, and he's got a remote base in Hermitage. And that's Kilo 4 Alpha Lima. Who else is anywhere? All righty, we was 26 of us in there tonight, and we're going to jump right over, unless I hear a complaint, over to 144.240. All righty, no more lurkers, lollygaggers, or sandbaggers, eh?
Educational. I'm back on.
Oh, I hear you're back. We were just moving over to the 144.240 net there, Earl.
Okay, I'm going there.
All right, very good. We'll see you there. K4PW moving over to 144.240. This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net here on 144.240. People from the, where was I? From the north, please come down.
KV9 or KK.
Very good. Got you solid in there. Frank, who else is north? That was Frank, Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo, Kilo. Who else is north?
WB0 and all.
WB0NLO. That would be Mark in northwest Mount Juliet, well, northwest Wilson County, I should say. And Frank is in northwest, in the city limits of Mount Juliet. Who else is north? Anybody else copying anybody?
I'm hearing everybody so far, KE4TYJ.
Ah, very good. You're in the south, but we'll take you from the north. Anybody else north or west?
KC14
Okay, hold on one second. I got Charles in there in West Nashville, Kilo Charlie 4 Tango November Quebec, with a good signal. I think I heard Alan in there, Kilo 4 Alpha Lima.
Oh, that's right. Kilo 4 Alpha Lima also checking in.
All right, no, great signal there, Alan. Sounds like it's right on the money.
Yeah, this is not the one that was in question. It's the 220 one.
Okay, very good. Well, this one's still on the money. Anyway, that's Kilo 4 Alpha Lima. That's Alan and Alexandria. Who else is north or west?
KG4 LD, Jack and Donald.
Very good. We got Jack and Donaldson. Kilo Go 4 India Lima Victor. Who else is north or west?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. This sideband sounds better than FM to me tonight.
Oh, very good. Yeah, it's so funny how good sideband can sound on from different locations, though, because you're a little rougher than normal on sideband tonight to me.
Probably make them warbly voices.
Yeah, okay, very good. That was Greg, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo in Antioch. Who else is north or west? Or yeah, northwest or west? Yeah, northwest or south?
Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet.
Oh, very good. You sound fantastic tonight on that beam there, Jim.
Well, thank you, sir. When first time you said anybody, and I figured I was open to anybody, and this time I'm waiting until you say south. So I'm happily checking in on sideband.
Oh, I know. Well, we don't have any rules. I can't very well maintain the rules,
Well, it's hard to enforce what you don't put out.
Very good. That was Jim. Great signal, Jim. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. But he's not cheating, but he does have a nice 10 element beam pointed in this direction. Yeah, he's got one of the better signals on the band. So who else is south or east?
KE4 TWR.
Yeah, very good. You sound great there, West. That's Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey India, and that's west and north 11 near the lake. Who else is west or east? I mean.
This is AM2.
Ah, very good. KM4H can meet you. You sound good tonight, Stan. And that was Stan, Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo. Who was the other station in there? Was that Earl?
Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu.
Hey, very good. You sound just fine in there tonight as well there, Earl.
Okay, what are y'all doing the week?
During the week, I'm around here somewhere. But anyway, let me move on. That was Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu in Noreen. Who else is east or anywhere? Anybody, any place before we move on over to 6 meters? All righty, we're going to close it out here with 12 people checking in, and we're going to move right over to 6 meters on 50.135, and we'll be there momentarily, unless I hear somebody complain. Ow. All right, moving over to 50.135, K4P then. This is Kilo 4 Pop Echo Whiskey with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net on 6 meters, 50.135. Looking for check-ins from the, wherever I was, from the north. Please come now. All right, hold on one second. Frank, were you copying any other station on top of you? Who was that? Was that Richard? Who was the other station checking in? Is that Danny? Ah, very good. That's Kilo Delta 4 Golf Oscar November. Very low audio, but I wouldn't have heard you if I didn't have the headphones on, but it's very low. Anyway, that was Danny, Kilo Delta 4 Golf Oscar November, and he's up near Cottontown. Who else is north?
WB0NLO.
Were you copying Danny just now, Mark?
Roger.
Very well, because he was really down, almost down in the mud to me.
Yeah, well, he was low to me, but I could hear him.
Okay, very good. Just want to make sure. Anyway, that was Mark, Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar in Northwest Wilson. Who else is north? Who was that last station? I need a relay on what was just said there, because I think that was Danny.
That was Danny again. He turned his processor on.
Okay, well, good for him. Is he making dinner?
Didn't make much difference to me.
No, it didn't make any difference to me either. That's why I asked for a relay. Oh, it's a slight difference. I could hear it just at 1% better, I guess. Anyway, who else is north? Please come now. North or west?
Kilo Oscar 4, Oscar Tango Victor.
Very good. We've got the Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Tango Victor, and that's Joel up there in West Ashland City. Good signal, by the way. Who else is west? Yeah, very good. The conditions are a little odd. Are you hearing things differently tonight than normal there, Charles? Oh, very good. Yeah, no, it's just not very good. Well, again, I'm on the 6 meters. I'm on the horizontal, so that's probably partly the reason. But anyway, that was Charles, Kilo Charlie 4 Tango, November, Quebec. Who else is west? All right, very good, Jack. I got you in there. How are you copying me? Because you're a little low to me, but it's readable. All right, very good. Well, I'm always scratchy. Anyway, that was Jack, Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Who else is west? Yeah, I'm hearing you pretty good though, considering. Oh, very good. No, it's a little, like I said, the conditions are a little wacky today due to the weather, I guess. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo, and that's Greg in Antioch. Who else is west or south? Oh wow, are you on the long wire there, James? Yeah, very good. Well, I can hear you, but it's just very low. I mean, I can copy you okay because I have the headset on, but it's a very low signal. Yeah, very good. That's Jim down there in Woodbury. He's got the 160 loop. He runs that on 6 meters. It's really interesting how well that works considering the distance. And I mean, it's amazing, really. 100 watts in a 160 meter full wave wire. That was Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. Who else is south? South or east? All right, I heard Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo. Stan, I got a good copy on you. Stan in Lebanon. Who else was the other party? All right, very good. You're not too good. How are you copying stations tonight, Wes? Because you're pretty low to me. Yeah, I was going to leave it on, but I decided not to, and I went over to the horizontal. I ought to do it the net on the vertical one night to see how that works out. Oh, excellent. Anyway, that's west and up there by the river, by the lake, north of Lebanon. And who else is north? Anybody else out there?
Kilo 4 Alpha Lima.
Ah, see, that one's right on the money too there. How you doing there, Alan? Alan, excuse me.
It works better when I put the correct antenna on this stupid thing.
No, it sounds fantastic. Which antenna are you using in Hermitage for the 6 meter?
It's a homebrew 5 element.
Works great. It's a beam, I take it. I mean, you could have a, like, that sounds kind of funny. It's obviously a beam.
Yeah, what happened is I had a whole bunch of monobanders about 25 years ago that came down in an ice storm, and I was able to piece together a 6 meter beam out of all the parts that were left over.
Oh, wow. Oh, well, that's good. Well, this one's working great.
Good to hear that. Awesome. Back to that K4AL.
Very good. That's Alan, Kilo 4 Alpha Lima with his remote station that's in Hermitage. He's in Alexandria area, though. Who else is any place anywhere? Anybody have any relays or can hear anything I can't? All right, we'll close out that net and we'll move over to 223.415 for anybody interested in going over there. It's running a little bit long here, but we had 26 on 2 meters and we had 12 on 2 meters upper sideband, and we've now got 12 on 50.135. Any more check-ins before we jump out of here? Nothing heard. Very good. I appreciate everybody checking in. And I'll meet you over on 223.415 if you got the capacity. K4PEW, closing this portion of the net. This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey. Well, I'm getting tired of talking tonight. Looking for check-ins here on the 223. Now, who else is out there? Ah, very good. We got Frank in there, Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo Kilo, and myself, K4PEW. Who else is out there, please?
WB0
All right, very good. Here, Mark, we're in there real well too. I'm sure you can't hear Frank.
I can hear Frank if I just open the window.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, you both sound good to me. You sound excellent. Who else? By the way, that was Mark, Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar. Who else is out there, north, south, east, or west? Anybody, anywhere, please come up. Oh, I think I heard Charles. Actually, I doubled with you a little bit there, Charles. Hold on, it was Kilo. I'll get it right here. I can't even talk anymore. It was Charles, KC4TNQ. All right, Charles, you sound good. You hearing everybody tonight? Okay, very good. Anyway, Charles in West Nashville, Kilo Charlie 4 Tango November, Quebec. Who else is any place anywhere?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
You sound good over here tonight there, Greg.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's not too shabby. Better than the 2 meter upper sideband anyway. But FM's always going to usually even better anyway, even though we do have problems on 220, I think. Anyway, who else is any place anywhere?
Kilo 4 Alpha Lima.
Ah, very good. You sound fantastic.
Yeah, I'm on frequency finally. Next to Mark. All right, I think I got it figured out.
I got it figured out. Okay, I'm not going to ask you why, but okay. Very good. I'm glad it's working well.
No, I had to rebuild the system, and I never wrote down any of the math corrections for the transfer, so I was start from scratch again. And this time I wrote it all down. The next time I won't have to ask for help.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It does help to write things down. I've noticed that over the years to document. Anybody else, any place, anywhere, please come now. All right, so far we got 5. K4PEW, KB9RKK, Whiskey Bravo 0, November Oscar, Kilo Charlie 4, Tango November Quebec, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo, and Kilo 4 Alpha Lima. Anybody else out there, please? All right, I think we'll close out that net. But again, we had 6 in there tonight, which is pretty decent for 220. I can say really decent because I don't think I ever heard anybody on Simplex on 220 before we did this net. I've heard about a few on the 220 repeaters, but we're not interested. Well, I'm not interested in that. But anyway, everybody have a good night. This is K4PEW closing the net. Appreciate the check-ins. Have a good one and have a great new year. K4PEW.